You want everything now, don't you? You're shaking inside, screaming without a sound. You want the pain to end, the doubt to vanish, the respect to pour in like a damn waterfall. But life doesn't hand you what you want. It hands you weight, and then it watches to see if you'll carry it or let it crush you. You think they don't see you? Oh, they see you. They see you drowning in silence. They just pretend you're invisible, because it's easier to ignore the broken than to admit they helped break them. That's why I'm telling you, be patient, because patience ain't weakness, kid. It's pressure, pure silent pressure. And pressure, when controlled, builds diamonds, but uncontrolled, it explodes. That's what separates the freaks from the phantoms. You've been screaming for a miracle, but I'm here to tell you, you are the damn miracle, and nobody's coming to save you. So you either sit in your sorrow until it rots your soul, or you weaponize that silence. They'll mock your patience. No, call it laziness, call it fear, but they don't know what it costs to sit with yourself, to grind in silence, to watch them rise while you're still stuck in the dirt. That's pain. That's the test. Everyone wants to look strong on the outside, but you're being forged from the inside. They can't see the war in your head, the nights you didn't sleep, the breakdowns you swallowed. You stayed silent while they screamed for attention. You stayed low while they danced in the spotlight, and they think you're losing. They have no idea what you're building. See, patience isn't just waiting. It's preparation. You're being sharpened, and one day when you rise, you won't make noise, you'll make damage. That's the beauty of holding back. You don't warn them, you just show up and change everything. They'll try to bait you. Oh yeah, people love dragging the calm ones out of their peace, because your silence makes them nervous. Your restraint is a threat. Why? Because deep down, they know the one who waits is the one who plans, and when a man plans in pain, his vengeance is surgical. So hold the line, feel every second of this darkness, memorize it, because the world only respects what it fears, and the day you rise with all that collected rage under control, you won't need to raise your voice. Your silence will echo louder than their screams ever could. You want to hear something real? The ones who move too fast, they fall first. The ones who chase noise, they get forgotten. But you've been abandoned, bruised, betrayed, and yet you stayed standing. Maybe shaking, maybe bleeding, but standing. That's not failure. That's damn evolution. The caterpillar looks dead in its cocoon, useless, weak, and then one day, it flies. And nobody remembers how ugly the wait was. They only admire the wings. That's you right now. You're in the cocoon. Don't rip it open trying to prove yourself. To the ones who left, let it harden you. Let it burn, because when you come out, they won't recognize you. And don't think I'm saying this to comfort you. No, I don't do comfort. I do reality. I do that raw, bitter truth that most people are. Too soft to swallow. You want motivation? Fine. Here's your motivation. Nobody cares until you win. That's it. They'll watch you suffer and scroll past your pain, but post one win, just one, and suddenly they knew you could do it. Liars, all of them. They didn't believe. They just waited to jump on the ride once you built the damn vehicle. That's why. You don't explain yourself. You don't defend yourself. You endure, and when it's time, you let your results tear their doubts to pieces. They think patience means weakness, because the patter never had to sit in the fire. They've never been ignored. For years, while giving your all. They've never kept their mouths shut while being laughed at, betrayed, forgotten. They don't know what it means to hold your rage inside and use it as fuel instead of fireworks. But you do, and that's your power. See, a weak man reacts, a dangerous man waits. He watches, he studies, he understands the game before making a move. That's what you're doing, collecting information, building your storm. But the world is addicted to noise. They think loud means strong. They chase attention like addicts chasing their next hit of dopamine. They show off fake wins, fake smiles, fake lives. And you're the shadow behind the curtain. Quiet, patient, starving, not for food, for legacy. And legacies aren't built in daylight. They're built in the dark. They're built in silence. They're built in rooms nobody sees, on nights nobody remembers. You are building yours right now, and one day it will swallow their spotlight whole. I know the nights are long. I know it feels like nobody sees the effort, the pain, the hunger, but that's exactly why it's powerful. The unseen pain, that's the real weapon. Every tear you held back, every insult you ignored, every lie they told while smiling in your face, it's all recorded. Not by them, by you. And the brain, kid, the brain never forgets. It stacks every wound, it archives every betrayal, and when you rise, all that pain becomes calculation. You won't seek revenge with blood. You'll seek it with results. You'll stand on everything they tried to bury you under, and when they ask how you did it, you'll laugh because they forgot you existed, and that's what made you unstoppable. You were reborn in that silence, forged in it, and now your name, it's going to sting every one of them like salt in a wound. Let me tell you something cold. Life doesn't reward the loudest. It rewards the most relentless. You can cry, break, fall, disappear, but if you come back quiet, focused, lethal, you become the nightmare they never saw coming. That's what you're becoming. They thought your silence meant surrender. They thought your distance meant defeat. They thought your patience meant fear. Let them think. Let them get comfortable, because the day you flip the switch is the day their comfort ends. You don't owe them warnings. You owe yourself victory, and that takes time. That takes pain. That takes an iron will to sit in that boiling storm without making a sound. They'll never understand what that costs, but you'll live the reward. And don't expect applause. Don't expect them to clap when you finally win. No, they'll act confused. They'll pretend they always supported you. Or worse, they'll try to drag you back to who you used to be. Don't fall for it. Success rewrites history, but you don't forget. Don't forget the fake friends. Don't forget the silence when you needed help. Don't forget how they only came around when they thought you were useful. That memory, that's your wall, that's your shield. Because once you've waited, suffered, and climbed in silence, you don't let noise distract you again. That's how the real ones move. Patient, strategic, ruthless. Keep your head down, keep stacking, keep bleeding in the dark, because soon, the same people who laughed at your silence will be silenced by your success. And when that day comes, don't even raise your voice. Just look at them, quiet, cold, unbothered, because silence built you, and silence will destroy them. They don't get it. They never will. See, patience isn't some holy virtue they taught you in pretty little stories. It's a war. It's waking up every day with fire in your chest and chains on your hands. It's knowing you can tear the world apart right now, but choosing to wait. Choosing to stay still while your heart beats like a drum of war, while your mind screams to retaliate, to speak, to act, but you don't, because you know something they don't. You know the power of timing. See, a lion doesn't roar when it's starving. It waits, it watches, it stalks, and when it strikes, there's no warning. That's you. You're not behind. You're not slow. You're calculating. Let them laugh. Let them misunderstand. They think you're doing nothing while you're building everything. Let them mock the quiet man. They don't realize that's the man who's going to take their world apart when he decides it's time. And let me tell you this, the world doesn't reward rage. It rewards control. That's the cruel part. You could scream, punch, break, destroy, and nobody will care. But show results, show progress in silence. Suddenly you're interesting. Suddenly they ask how you did it. And here's the truth, they never tell you. Results come from restraint. The ability to suffer without reacting. The discipline to hurt and not scream. The strength to wait without begging for attention. That's what makes you dangerous. They don't fear the man who yells. They fear the one who listens, observes, waits, and then strikes with precision. That's why you stay patient, because while they waste energy trying to look powerful, you're becoming powerful. You want to break. Good. That means you're human. But don't. Not yet. Not in front of them. Break behind the curtain. Scream where nobody can hear you. Cry where nobody can use it against you. Then wipe your face and walk out like nothing happened. That's what patience looks like. It's internal chaos, wearing a calm mask. You think the strongest people are the loudest. Nope. The strongest ones are the ones who keep going after everyone they loved left. The ones who rebuilt with nothing. The ones who stood up when they had every excuse to stay down. That's you. You're surviving storms most people would drown in. You're breathing in atmospheres most people would suffocate in. And the worst part, nobody even knows. That's why it hurts, but that's also why you're rare.